Ne vous trompez pas. Sur circuit comme sur route, mon huile c'est Tadji.
Takes all sorts to make a universe. One or two of my best friends were human. As for Daleks, Cybermen, Zygons, dreadful, dreadful. Between you and me, we couldn't live without them. No, no, no.
F1 Racing, světově nejčtenější časopis o Formuli 1. Červencové číslo přináší Jensena Buttona ve výtečné formě i náladě, galerii jedinečných fotografií Jiřího Křenka, reportáže z velkých cen Monaka, Kanady a Evropy. F1 Racing, exkluzivní zajímavosti z nejatraktivnějšího sportu. V prodeji od 4. července.
Vous pouvez dire que je suis immature, infantile même, mais j'ai gagné.
F1 World Grand Prix sur Dreamcast.
F スピリット。
Pioneer, système changeur de disque compact pour voiture.
Get games and more. Vodafone Live.
Pioneer, système changeur de disque compact pour voiture.
You get games and more. Vodafone Live.
Lemon Soda e dall'arancia Orange Soda. Tutto un altro mondo.
Tagoyer, de quoi êtes-vous fait?
今どこを走っているのか。2万1000キロの上空から星が答える。初めての街でもクルージングは流れるようだ。ピュアなデジタルサウンドが心地よい。あの星は僕のためにある。サテライトクルージングシステムカロッツェリア by Pioneer。 次の先進へ。
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. No matter what you drive, or how you drive, or where you drive, or what conditions you drive under. With Mobil synthetic oil technology, there's no finer engine protection on Earth or anywhere else. Mobil 1 congratulates the Williams team for winning 5 Grand Prix in a row.
Durchstarten mit TikTok, der offizielle frische Lieferant der Scuderia Ferrari.
Can you guys hear me? Let me know.
唇からエプソン。
It's hot. Let me tell you, it's piping hot over here in Scotland. I'm sweating like crazy right now. It's really hot. Apologies for the wrong weight, by the way. I actually have a technical problem with the PCSX2. I mean, my totally legitimate, legally purchased PlayStation 2 that I went and decided to buy.
There are all kinds of people.
So, this should be working, I hope. I just need to do a few tests first, and then we'll be hopefully ready to roll and rock, as they say. Or something along those lines.
More performance. More protection. To help them get ahead. New Premax with the friction modifier for maximum performance, maximum protection. From Petronas.
Compact est plus qu'un nom sur les Williams BMW. Grâce au portable Armada série M de Compact équipé de processeurs Intel Pentium 3, l'équipe technique analyse les paramètres pendant la course afin d'agir en temps réel. Et Frank Williams peut concrétiser remporter une nouvelle fois le championnat du monde. Solution d'entreprise par Compact.
Our sensors indicate a huge whirling belt of alien matter approaching the Enterprise at warp 6.
Red alert, repeat, red alert. Activate view screen, Mr. THRU. What you're looking at, Captain, is the Romvian pollution belt, formed hundreds of years ago. Wasn't it before people became aware of pollution and began pointing it out? Exactly. Once enough people started pointing out pollution, the pollution stopped.
Yes, Mr. Spock. People finally got the point.
You're watching A Night with Doctor Who. Hold on. I'll be back in no time.
Driving for me is a way of expressing myself. My personality, my character, my way of life. Driving safely and carefully, with style and comfort, is my personal goal. Just move it.
新プレリュード誕生ホンダ出るのかな
is going to collaborate with F1 team. Super Ugly F1 チームカード誕生。ここでしか手に入らないものをあなたに。
We all know that drinking and driving don't mix. But to prove it once and for all, we asked legendary bartender and mixologist Salvatore the Maestro Calabresi to mix us a cocktail.
Voila.
With a twist. He would have to make it while being driven by 7 times Formula One world champion Michael Schumacher.
Oh, mamma mia! Yeah, but there's a rabbit! Oh, there's a rabbit! It's a big rabbit! The rabbit is down! The rabbit is down! Give me a chance, man! Michael, keep it steady, keep it steady! No! Oh, keep it steady! No! What's that? Oh!
Che cosa?
I know.
Proof that drinking and driving definitely don't mix.
Shut the door. It's a horse, darling.
From a little over £11,000 to nearly 200,000 francs, the Rover 800 series.
Glamour, high society and champagne. Private jets, grid girls and heated tires.
Okay, let's see if this works. It might be a little louder than me, actually. Hang on. Let's dial this down a bit. Alright, let's just give it a try. We'll just have a little fun with it, you know? Shit. I'm not used to this game, okay? Go easy on me. Actually, no, that's a lie. Don't go easy on me. Make fun of me. Call me smelly. Like, I actually had to minimize OBS so I can't actually see chat. So for the 0 people that are watching this shitty fucking stream, what I decided to do is just have a little fun. Try out some of my games, and maybe afterwards I'll do some corruptions. I don't know, we'll find out. Wait. Oh, I've gone too hot. I knew that would happen. Ah, shit. Well, that was bound to happen eventually, wasn't it? Hang on. Okay. It's that first corner for this west course of the track that it always messes with me, you know? Oh. Okay, there we go. Wait. Fart. Alright, I'll do one more lap and then I'll just let the game do a race for a little bit. Because I need to go and get a drink. I'm not joking. I'm sweating like my face off right now. It is so hot over here. I like the summer, but this is a particularly hot day for Scotland, and usually in Scotland it's freezing cold and, you know, as they say, pushing with rain. So, shit.
Pioneer, système changeur de disques compacts pour voiture.
And more. Vodafone Live.
Lemon Soda e dall'arancia Orange Soda. Tutto un altro mondo.
Tag Heuer, de quoi êtes-vous fait?
今どこを走っているのか。2万1000キロの上空から星が答える。初めての街でもクルージングは流れるようだ。ピュアなデジタルサウンドが心地よい。あの星は僕のためにある。サテライトクルージングシステムカロッツェリア by Pioneer。 次の先進へ。
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. No matter what you drive, or how you drive, or where you drive, or what conditions you drive under. With Mobil synthetic oil technology, there's no finer engine protection on Earth, or anywhere else. Mobil 1 congratulates the Williams team for winning 5 Grand Prix in a row.
Durchstarten mit THRU, der offizielle frische Lieferant der Scuderia Ferrari.
instructions.
Pionnier, système changeur de disque compact pour voiture.
And more. Vodafone Live.
Lemon Soda e dall'arancia Orange Soda. Tutto un altro mondo.
H2O が進化した。
ぶっちぎりのクリアな後味。ニュースーパー H2O。
THRU, de quoi êtes-vous fait?
今どこを走っているのか。2万1000キロの上空から星が答える。初めての街でもクルージングは流れるようだ。ピュアなデジタルサウンドが心地よい。あの星は僕のためにある。サテライトクルージングシステムカロッツェリ by Pioneer。 次の先進へ。
So fine, all the little things you need are there for you now all the time. Oh, 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 oh. Day by day, just anytime you need us, my lover. All you need is, all you really need is
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. No matter what you drive, or how you drive, or where you drive, or what conditions you drive under. With Mobil synthetic oil technology, there's no finer engine protection on Earth, or anywhere else. Mobil 1 congratulates the Williams team for winning 5 Grand Prix in a row.
Durchstarten mit THRU, der offizielle frische Lieferant der Scuderia Ferrari.
Ein 瞬だけど確かに夢を追い越した。唇からエプソン。
Was gibt es Neues nächste Saison?
Alles bleibt bestens.
Alles bleibt bestens.
Alles bleibt bestens.
and more. Vodafone Live.
Lemon Soda e dall'arancia Orange Soda. Tutto un altro mondo.
Okay, actually, I've got a chance to explain before the car goes out. Very interesting car. We mentioned it very briefly earlier. Basically, what happened was, in order for the connection to work well, the phone needs to not be on charge. So I had the really annoying dilemma of, if I put the phone on charge, it won't run out of power, but at the same time my internet's going to be complete dog shit. I had to put the phone off the charger during a download thing I was doing in the middle of the previous race. Or the previous little event with the cars and whatnot on Gran Turismo 4. And I forgot to put the thing back on charge. Basically, I'm a fucking idiot, okay?
de disques compacts pour voiture.
Games and more. Vodafone Live.
Lemons.
新しいことを始める力 F スピリット F1 でビジネスで世界とファイトするフットワークグループです
Die Formel 1 Callierbox von D2 mit Timer, Autogrammkarte und Formel 1 Handy nur noch 99,50
Droite. À gauche. À gauche. À droite. À droite. À gauche. À gauche. À droite. À gauche. À droite.
今年は2人で楽しめる最新データ満載フォーミュラー197
J'ai gagné. PlayStation.
Michelin, more than a tire.
Even snugger than your granddad.
Where's your head?
Thanks. People over the road have got central heating. They did it last week.
On your own?
No, I had a few mates to help me.
Whether you're big or small, with service care from Southern Gas, you get service that cares.
Located approximately 70
The best drivers in the world choose Shell.
Riding with... Riding with Mark Webber.
Well, this might be a little bit tricky to do, so I'm gonna have to recall one or two things for this to actually work, so give me a sec.
Riding with Mark Webber.
Also, I'm gonna pause this for just a moment, because I'm gonna need to use this as a sound check. Or, actually, no.
Busy day? Take a break from Nescafe Express, a delicious blend of iced coffee and smooth flavors. It's a moment of pleasure that gives you a fresh start.
I'm well aware!
The TARDIS is under attack by the Doctor's enemies. Slitheen!
A little bit. Is that better? Is that still too loud?
The Doctor can fight them off with his sonic screwdriver. Oh no! The Daleks have joined the battle. Time to get out of here. Doctor Who action figures and
Is that better in the mix? Because I legit cannot turn the sound up on the microphone any further, or else it distorts the audio.
It's time to escape in the TARDIS. It's a system malfunction. Can the Doctor repair it? Yes, but now the TARDIS needs refueling. It's working. Doctor Who action figures and TARDIS
But seriously, let me know if this is too loud or too quiet, because I have to go like right up to the mic for this to work.
Who are they? Cybermen. Doctor Who Cybermen and other action figures.
From character.
I'll give it a shot anyway. Well, I'm gonna regret this one because I'm trying to save my my strength, as it were, for the next thing, which is getting that super license. Well, anyways, right, I can't do that now. I can't do that, unfortunately. But I've turned the thing down a fair bit, so it should be enough.
Hello there.
We'll find out on the warm-up lap.
Welcome to Japan.
Alright. Is this a good balance? Or is it too loud or too quiet? The background noise, I mean. I can't turn the mic, as I said, I can't turn the mic up any further. Because it sucks. So it's good, okay. Well, this shouldn't be too long of a race. It should only be like 5-6 laps or so. Okay, good. Imagine if OBS crashes, like, as soon as the race, like, actually starts. Like, as soon as lap 1 kicks in. Well, that'd be fucking annoying, wouldn't it? Well, this will be an interesting one because Webber starts first, of course, and Alonso will start in second place. Normally that's the other way around because Webber wasn't... Well, I don't want to put him down, but he wasn't exactly the most solid driver in 2005, was he? Yes, it would be oddly funny. Okay, here we go. The light sequences start. There's 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights! Go! Here the 2 cars come rocketing down towards turn 1. It almost looks neck and neck, but Mark Webber's got it into turn 1. Alonso dropping back a bit, but he's looking to go over the back of him like a bad suit. Straight into turn 2 now. Can he make ground up? No, he's losing track a fair bit. That is not good for the Spanish driver. Shut up, pit guy. Oh, but Webber's gone a little bit wide there. He compromised exit from that last turn. Alonso is looking all over the place to try and make a move. He's looking left and he's looking right. Is he going to make the move stick here? No, he almost goes off the track there. One of my favorite sections of this racetrack coming up here. We're going to go on board with Alonso, hopefully. There we go, right on time. Don't tempt me, I might do it next time. Try to get a decent onboard angle. There we go, that's the classic T-Cam we know. Going into 130R, I think was what most people call it. One of the best corners in Grand Prix racing ever. Alonso's dropped back a fair bit, but can he make the slipstream work? He almost slid off the track again. He's gonna dive bomb! Is he gonna make it work? No! But he's gotta be careful. If he does a move like that and it goes horribly wrong, he could risk both these cars' runs, and everyone would be going home very disappointed because, well, no one would finish the race.
Webber is running first. Is right in front of you. You're running second. You're on the final lap. Don't stop.
So the second lap now. This is the second of 2 laps for this little endurance run. Or I say endurance, it's more of a low-key fun race. But can Alonso make this opportunity work? Because he is all over the back of Webber. He's ready for passing him. But oh, he's gone a little bit off there. He's gone off kilter. He's off the racing line. You better fix that, my friend. But he is trying so hard to get past the man in front. He's trying desperately hard for this one. He's not quite make that work at one of the most crucial points possible. He's gonna have to get himself locked right in for this next part, going into the the start of one of my favorite corners in Grand Prix racing ever, which is, as I mentioned, 130R. Final run of this particular part of the track for these 2 guys today. Can he make it work? He lagged a bit, lagged behind again a little bit there.
Going on board. Can he make this move, or will he turn it into a Senna versus Prost moment? No, he's almost there again, but he's not got it. That means, more than likely, Webber is going to win this little short race, and he will be very happy with that. It's not anything counting for any championship at all. But he'll be more than happy with that one. Well, at the very least, he'll be happy with that.
That was an unforgettable Japanese Grand Prix. Here are the final results. Mark Webber first. The Renault driver second.
If I had given them the full run of laps, there's a good chance that Alonso would have actually overtaken him.
Gran Premio Marlboro de la República Argentina de Fórmula 1, con la participación de Esteban THRU. Después de 17 años, un piloto argentino vuelve a correr en nuestro país. Venga a alentarlo. Adquiera su entrada de lunes a lunes, de 8 a 24 horas.
Screw it, let's do one more race for the hell of it.
Red Bull is searching for one
You probably didn't pick up on the mic, but sod it. Let's just do one more race for the fun of it.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Now we have another race coming up, and this one is a little different for two reasons. One, we have time travel to the year 1995. Foo Fighters have just started up, but they're pretty good. They're alright. And I'm not sure what else happened in 1995. Oh yeah, the Power Rangers movie is about to come out. That's something else. I need to learn more about 1995 for this sort of thing, don't I? Well, in any case, we're hearing the sounds of various vehicles going out to track, including Deniz, who clipped through the wall there for a minute. But don't mind that. Whoa, that was an unsafe release. They both went out at the same time. Well, there's going to be a couple of arguments going on in the steward's office regarding that move. So here the cars we'll be seeing throughout this race. We'll have John Lacey in the Ferrari, Rubens Barrichello in the Jordan, Martin Brundle, our boy, in third, in the Ligier, Bouillon, I believe it's, or Bouillon, or I think it's Bouillon, in fourth. Fifth place is, or I guess in the minority is Pierluigi Martini. Sixth is Gianni Morbidelli, and Katayama in seventh. In the Tyrrell, Pedro Diniz in the 40, Bertrand Gachot in the Pacific, and Schiattarella in 10th. And that crappy little shitbox car, the Simtek. This will be interesting because I've never actually I haven't fully figured out what might actually happen in this whole thing. Once all the cars line up, then I will skip to the introduction part, and then the warm-up lap will begin, of course. Alright, here we go.
Hello there. Welcome to Japan. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Over 30 degrees and climbing. It's a fantastic day for Formula One. Alesi first. Barrichello second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Pedro Diniz, eighth. Ninth. 10th.
Good job, I guess. Now, you might notice something interesting when we get to Katayama's car. You're gonna, those who are, who know what I'm an advocate for will understand why I've included this little thing. In fact, if I change the angle for a moment, you might get to see what's on the other side of the car, which says this. Trans rights are human rights, and I will stand by that. Happy Pride Month, every pony. In all seriousness, like I said, this is purely just a fun little race. There's nothing special going on here, hopefully. So almost done with the warm-up lap. Again, one of my favorite corners in Formula 1, this little part here. It never gets old, for me at least. Well, any moment now, potentially peak or cursedness will occur. We'll find out in due course as all the cars snap into position there. All right, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 laps, and it's go! Everybody seems to get a great start, in particular Jean Alesi and that Ferrari getting superior advantage in place of Barrichello, who's really pushing there, going into second place. Trying to look to see if there's any contact. Let's see if it's all a clean start. Seems like a good run so far. Everybody, including Katsuyama, our boy there, and currently lagging behind in 7th. He is limping a little bit. He might have taken some damage. There might be a problem with his car. I'm not sure, though. It might just be a questionable driving style that Katsuyama's got, but I thought the car was sliding around very awkwardly there. It could just be the way he's... Again, it really could be just the way he's driving. But in any case, looking further up the field now. 10 laps is a little longer than I anticipated, but here we are. So Alesi leads, then it's Barrichello, Brundle, Bouillon, Martini, and Morbidelli. Those are your top 6 drivers. If you want to believe that was a mistake, then it's entirely up to you. I'm not going to say if it was or wasn't. Oh god, it did. Well, anyway. Oh, there's a bit of might be a bit of a driver fight going on here between Martini and Morbidelli. Meanwhile, Katsuyama is lagging behind quite an unfortunate amount. I guess there wasn't any damage to his car at all then. Meanwhile, you've got Scattarello, who's managed to make his way up to from 10th to 9th. He's made his way to 8th. Fantastic overtaking move there.
Diniz is running 8th, less than 3 seconds behind.
That was an incredible display of driving going into that first turn. Good job. Good job, you. Meanwhile, Barrichello's, again, having the similar situation that Alonso had. Just can't seem to find the grip there. But he is absolutely giving it his all there going into this turn, actually. He's got a better run than Alonso did earlier. Someone's got a suspension problem. Oh, it's Bouillon! Oh, no, the heartbreak. Oh, he will be gutted with that. His car is just stuck there now. It's motionless. He could potentially limp back to the pits, but it would be terminal damage at that point. As a result, that has put Katsuyama up into 6th, Scattarello to 7th, Diniz to 8th, and of course, Gasio to 9th. But either way, that means until that car is off the track, then the yellow flags are out, as you can see. So, unfortunately, this game doesn't have a safety car, so I guess we'll just have to trust that the drivers don't try to break the rules here. And Katsuyama's making a move. Is he going to make that stick? Oh! Oh, there was a bit of contact there. Hopefully there's no terminal damage there. Or hopefully there's no damage at all, because that could have been a very nasty accident. He's really pushing now. That's impressive. He was trying to make a move again there.
Is running 7th, about 3 seconds behind. Riding with Martini. Riding with
Unfortunately, his car is still not off the track yet. So this could get quite dangerous. In fact, as we have 3 cars now having a chance of getting first place. We got Martin Brundle in third, as we mentioned before. Barrichello in second. And everyone just barely managing to avoid that car there. So I'm not sure why it's taking so long for them to move that car out of the way. Get it on the crane and get it out of there.
Jean-Christophe Bullion.
Is out. His suspension has collapsed.
Oh, we got someone else. Hang on. Or is that his car confirmed to be gone? Okay, they've cleared the car off the track now, finally. Okay, so next lap, it will be green flag racing, as per usual. So the race restarts at the end of lap 3, which is this lap. And Brundle's got a really good run coming into this restarted lap. Lazy getting an absolute flyer of an exit there.
Martin Brundle has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
And as the audio, as Jeff has said there, it's the fastest lap. Taken by Martin Brundle. Oh! Almost took his front wing off there. Katsuyama, my friend, you're trying a little too hard there. And Brundle's all over the back of Barrichello, who's all over the back of Alesi. This could get quite dicey indeed. He said he is all over the back of those 2 cars. The Lazy has to really try and focus now not to make this go horribly, horribly wrong. And did Brundle just... Did he just cut a corner? I could swear that counts as corner cutting. Well, he didn't gain much of an advantage, so I guess the stewards can leave him out on that with on a technicality at least. Meanwhile, we're going on board with Katsuyama for a moment. We're gonna try and get an accurate onboard camera. There we go. And he's gonna make that move. He's trying to make that move, but again, he's just a little bit too far back for it to actually amount to much. Looking on board of Martini's car. Oh, that is an intimidating angle right there. Going full ham into this corner, and Katsuyama again is trying to make a move. And can he make it work here?
Barrichello has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Almost. In fact, they bounced over the curbs there. They are going absolutely ham on this one.
Riding with Alesi.
Meanwhile, Alesi's starting to lose a fair bit of time. Sorry about that, OBS crashed on us. It was bound to happen eventually, the stupid software. A terrible computer, really, that's the real problem here. But anyways, as I was in the middle of saying before the system decided to so rudely interrupt me, we might be a bit too loud on that. Let me just turn it down a little bit more. Well, in any case, we've missed exactly 10 seconds of footage, so there's really nothing to worry about. Meanwhile, people are getting ready to enter the pits. There comes Alesi and Barrichello, but Brundle is not pitting. He's going to go for a bit longer. This means provisionally speaking... This means provisionally speaking that Brundle has first place. And in comes Katsuyama as well, so that little race battle now has become a battle of the pit stops. This is now down to the pit crews now. It's in their hands. Gotta get him out of there in time. It's taken a long time. Get him out of there. Come on. Getting first gear prepared, and he's off again. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that's worked out for him in the long run. More or less, he's back where he started in 7th place. Meanwhile, you got Martin Brundle, who's choosing to make a very... He's almost out of fuel, too. He has to really... He has to short shift like mad. If you here's a bit of trivia if you play racing games. If you short shift, you use less fuel. So he must short shift like mad if he wants to get this to work, because he's got about 10% of a lap left. I can hear the engine stuttering. It's starting to struggle with that little amount of fuel, because it will start cutting in and out. And then, of course, once you're out of fuel, then that's it for you. It's game over. So that's Morbidelli. There's other drivers going into the pits. Question is, has this worked out in the long run for anybody? It might very well have done. We're watching Brundle now. Is he going to make that move work? It's worked! He gets himself back in first place! The gamble he made at the very start of that last lap, or the first run of pit stops, has paid off, and he has very much got a chance of winning this race. So on board now with Jean Alesi. He was going to be all over the back of that man like a bad suit. Meanwhile, Katsuyama's gamble has somewhat worked here. He's got himself up into 5th. But rather unfortunately, this has put Diniz and Gasho right at the back of the field. Meanwhile, we've got Scatarella with a chance of getting Simtek's first ever points. Well, I mean, it would be points if this was an actual season race. Well, here we are, I guess. Okay, somewhere down the line, we're gonna try and get a replay of it, actually.
Nice move. You're now in 7th position.
Okay, good to know. The replay is messed with the audio playback there. Whoops. Well, in any case, so I really have to just fast forward through this thing because it's set to quite a fair bit. I think it's like 3 minutes of time, so we'll have to wait a few. So that's what happened. Just gonna try and get an on-board angle from here.
Riding with Alesi.
So Alesi, I'll pause it for a second here. Alesi goes in a little too hot. You'd think normally that might not work out. A bit of contact with Brundle. Very cheeky move. He shoves Brundle out of the way. That is very dangerous driving. If I was a steward, personally, I would hand him a penalty on the spot for that kind of driving. That is very reckless indeed.
Riding with Jean Alesi.
That is the kind of driving that would get you an insurance claim. Or at least for the other party. The culprit would not. He would just be ridiculed. Lap 7 of this 10-lap race now, and Jean Alesi, rather controversially, is now leading. Martin Brundle in 2nd, Barrichello in 3rd, Gianni Morbidelli in 4th, Ukyo Katayama currently in 5th place, although it doesn't seem like it's going to last for long, as we have Scatarella really pushing now. As is Martini, who is in 7th. 8th place is Pedro Diniz, and Bertrand Gachot in 9th.
Is running 4th, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running 5th. McMorton's Jack Taprella is running 6th, is right behind you.
So far, we've only had one retirement, and that was Bouillon, which is rather unfortunate. Going into this section now, going to the start-finish straight to complete the 8th lap and start the second final lap of this race. Are we back on, by the way? Let me know, chat. Let me know if we're back.
Is running 4th, about 25 seconds ahead. You're running 5th. McMorton's Jack Taprella is running 6th, is right behind you. Riding with Jack Taprella.
We've got great now, going to a great onboard angle now. Who's it again? Sorry, Martini, right. So we've got a great angle here between, I think that's Morbidelli and, Katayama and Scatarella. So we might have a great moment of seeing two cars fighting for position here. Never mind, we're going to see the rear view camera there. This is like what Katayama's going to be seeing in his mirrors as an angry Simtech driver right behind him and closing in on him rapidly.
Morbidali is running 4th, about 30 seconds ahead. You're running 5th. You're on the final lap, don't stop now. McMorton's Jack Taprella is running 6th, is right behind you.
The final lap, as the game says. Now, Brundle, I don't think he's got the strength left, and I don't think he's got the energy left at this point. He might as well just be happy that he's got 2nd place, but it's still very unpopular driving there from Malaysia. That's the sort of thing we'd expect from Schumacher. Is it for Schumacher? Well, I think it is. Well, anyway, that's the sort of thing we expect from good old Shimmy, but he's not here today. That's the sort of thing he would do. Not a lazy. So, in any case, Brown's going to try and make one more opportunity there. He's not really bothered to. He's just sort of got his braking line on point and no more. Well, in any case, that means Jean Alesi wins the this second race of the Japanese events, and he'll be very happy with that. Martin Brundle will finish in second, and more than likely Barrichello very happy in third place with that underpowered Jordan car. But the battle isn't quite over yet for Katsuyama, though. He still has a Simtek driver right underneath him. He's looking like he's got a good slipstream advantage opportunity going on. Is he going to make it happen in the chicane section? No, he's going to stay right behind. He doesn't even try to overtake. Well, Katsuyama's going to get 5th place. Scatterill's going to just be settling for 6th, I guess, at that point. But in any case, Jean Alesi is the winner of this race, so good on the Frenchman, I suppose. Except for that controversial move earlier. But as they say, there will be some explaining to do. So I'm going to step away again for just a short moment while I get the next game prepared. And here's the results.
That was an unforgettable Japanese Grand Prix. Here are the final results. Jean Alesi first. Second. Barrichello third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth.
I did hear, Gareth, that Nescafe is an original.
And absolutely exclusive.
It certainly is. Absolutely exclusive. Yes.
The special blend and roast that gives you the richer, smoother Nescafe taste. Absolutely exclusive, Peter. In this one jar.
And nowhere else.
Just in this jar, eh? What a shame they only made the one.
Absolutely exclusive. Because Nescafe don't make coffee for anyone else.
Now it's come to this. The last thing of the day. It's the last thing we got. Unfortunately, I am on the webcam mic because I actually needed both available slots for various things. In any case, I'm going to try and turn the gain up a little bit. It's going to be very noisy. So for that, I do apologize. Let me know if it's a bit louder on your end. Sure, why not? So, if you don't know what this is a game with fucking banging music. I just listen to that. Good music. Well, anyways, I'm hoping this is still working. Well, this is a game called Racing Simulation 3. It's not very good, but I decided I could use the opportunity of having this game, like, coincide with this Road to F1 series that I'm doing. This would basically be the audition to see if I could get into F1. So this is my first taste of, like, a proper motorsport thing and not just, like, go-karts. Well, here we go. Hey, not bad. Got it right first time. I'm gonna fix that goofy aspect ratio though, give me a sec. In the meantime, have a replay. I guess I can't change the quality of it. It's stuck in it's stuck in stretch 16:9. Oh well, shit happens. I should mention that I've actually got about 30 minutes, give or take, before I actually have to head off, so I have to do this stuff pretty quickly. Hey, there we go. Alright. This one's pretty... So what this is basically just cornering tests. I can go forwards and do a funny vroom vroom, but can I take the funny vroom vroom round the corner is what these are. So this one turns out pretty darn good, huh? Didn't go as well as expected. There's a weird problem with the analog sticks. They're delaying on my end. I have to use the fucking D-pad. Again, it's the fucking... I'm not joking. There's like a weird delay with the analog sticks. Finally. Alright, well, let's see how that looked on the replay. Also, I'm using the replay so I can get potential B-roll for like a title sequence or something. Okay. Wait, these are asking me to save the replays. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't need to save the replays. I've got them. They're on YouTube right now, game. What are you doing? Oh, okay. So oh, whoops. And that was quick. I went in too hot. That was on me. Again, sorry. That's on me again. Again? Why do I keep... Why am I, like, going full fucking pros and just railing this guy? Okay, focus. Ah, shit. Again, I went in too hot. Come on, make it work. Ah, frick. Okay, that one wasn't even on me. That was my teammate running into my side. I had the right line. Now that was just me fucking it up. Didn't even try to use the brakes. Oh, come on! Seriously? That one was on me. That one was me, like, borderline fucking Senna 89 moment. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! Damn it! Don't you fucking dare do that to me. Fucking finally! Good God! Also, why am I suddenly really loud again? Hang on. There we go, that's a bit better. That was a fucking ordeal, man. It doesn't help that this game's not very good. Just to let you know, this game is dreadful. But it's good that I'm getting my fucking balls busted by this thing, because it means once I start playing the games properly, then it should be a cakewalk. Hey! I was worried I screwed it up for a minute there. Oh, I'm gonna hate this bit. Also, you realize why I made this all Japan themed? Because of the because for some reason they decided to make Suzuka the ideal track to test and to get through driving school on this thing. Not gonna lie, I actually do kind of like the idea of like a driving school or like a tutorial mode that if you choose not to play, you won't unlock stuff, but you can still play the game anyway. But if you go to the tutorial mode, then, you know, learn all the ropes of the game, and, you know. Oh. That was simple enough. Okay. You know, that was actually easier than the fucking... Okay, there we go. Alright. Pit stop, okay. You know, I would say be great, a great timing, because I kind of need to take a piss. But I'm gonna wait until after the pit stop's done, then I'll step away for like 2 ticks. Really need to go though. Okay. Fuck, I was almost there. I was almost there. I got distracted from needing to piss. Well, I guess you get to see me screw it up in real time with the in replay mode. There you go. Fucking Christ. God, I was doing fine earlier. Okay, just relax. What the game, what are you doing? I didn't even fucking touch the controller there. It just yanked me to the right. What are you doing? Come on. There we go. Perfect timing. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, it worked. Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh, we can upscale. Oh, that looks weird. I like it though. Great camera angle, guys. Great camera angle. Jarvis? What? Jarvis? What, like, fucking Iron Man? Huh? So, that went about as well as expected. Better something than nothing, right, lads? Yeah, and I paused the game so that I could work. I stopped. So I could go and take a piss. Guess I really had to go. You know, so far, aside from the parts where it's not going so well, this has gone pretty well. That's a fucking phrase for the ages. Apart from when it doesn't go well, this has gone well so far. That's a Murrayism and a half right there. Ugh. Oh, uh-oh. Hold on, but... Thought something was on my screen there, sorry. What? Hey! And I got away with a fucking bit of mowing the lawn. I'll be right back.